Welcome back. I'm Amelia Goodwin with Slalom's Business Advisory Services team. Today, we're going to be talking about reinventing work. Are you creating the future you want? One of my favorite values of Slalom is build and shape a better future. And the reason it is one of my favorite values is I love the idea that I have some control and I can create something. And that might have been something for forever that's been part of me. But this idea that we have this opportunity right now to intentionally design our future. And I've been thinking about the last 20 months and the fact that we're saying the last 20 months we've been in this hyper transition and huge change. That's pretty substantial in itself. And when I think about it, it occurs to me, and I keep comparing it in my head to the Industrial Revolution, where what came out of that was the 40-hour work week and 5 days a week. And I think it's pretty fair to argue the level of change that's happened in society and how we work and where we work and what people are expecting from employees, as well as what our customers might be expecting, is as big as then. So, in thinking about how we design our future and thinking bigger than where we might work, whether we're using an office or not, it feels like we have a really interesting opportunity to design for something bigger. And Lucy, I'm curious, what are your hopes and vision for how we could maybe reimagine what this future of work looks like?
Yeah, I'm so excited by this, and as you know, we are doing a lot in partnership with our clients and partners. And first of all, I just appreciate everyone's openness to partnering and trying different things out. And again, none of us have it figured out yet, right? And I think the past 18 months have really accelerated all of our efforts to really bring kind of the future of work to life more rapidly, right? How we use technology, how we connect. And, recently, I think I can share this, we've been partnering with AWS and also with Microsoft in our programs to really provide equal opportunity for women in terms of technical certifications. And I'm really proud of our partnership with AWS on Project Ada and how we're trying to, provide equal opportunities for females to be to receive technical certifications, and including also our partnership with Microsoft on breaking barriers. And so I am so encouraged by the openness by our clients and partners to partner together to try some things out, and including even our recent partnership with the Wharton Neuroscience Institute to think about, okay, how can we do research together, and how can we partner with our other clients as well to really experiment and test out how do we bring kind of future and modern ways of working to life. And so anyways, I feel like, Amalia, we're just getting started, and I look forward to, especially Dave, no pressure, to seeing kind of what comes out of our Hab Lab experiments.
I love that. And I do feel pressure, and it's a right kind of pressure. And I'm excited for it. Boy, if I had to think about some of the things that are going on right now, a third of our Slalom colleagues have not been here in a pre-pandemic world. I mean, one, that's incredible recruiting efforts that have been going on. There's just been a tremendous amount of growth during this time. It's also a moment of reflection for, folks that might be talking about, back in the day when we used to have, partiyamos or hiatuses or vamooses, and bringing that in. There's probably 1 in 3 colleagues that you are talking to that I don't know what that is. I was never part of that. I never heard of that one. So I think we need to constantly think about the frames of what are the generations of slalom and what are the ways that we actually create this cross-generational, let's plan for a 100-year company. Let's plan for a 1,000-year company if we're out there, because this is about how do we think about those information workers that are coming down from, maybe they're in elementary school right now. Maybe they are folks that are actually about to think about the ways they're actually going to learn and the ways they're going to direct their careers. We need to start building an organization that is actually ready for that. And I think that's the cool part about Slalom. We've kind of always had that because we operate on our core principles, because we actually think about our people, because we're adaptive. Different clients work different ways. Different offices have different priorities. That's okay. We are a confederation of some really awesome human beings that all chose to be here. So when I think about those moments, and when I think about those moments of connection, we are so well positioned for this kind of change. We don't have stakeholders outside of the company. We don't have right? The pressures of the reality, we have to work this way, or our shareholders expect this of us, our clients expect this of us. We are constantly in dialogue around this. So, Millie, your point around what's different about industrial revolution versus this right now, I feel like we've got a little more of a choose your own adventure on this one. We've got an opportunity to actually help shape and direct this while still pulling from a great history of we've been doing this for a long time. We'll get through this change. We'll get through the next change that's happening after this too. I hope we are better and stronger and more informed for every one of those changes we go through. And I hope we're more reliant on the people behind us that are actually helping the next generation of folks that are going to come, the folks that are going to leave. But as they leave, they've still transitioned great knowledge and they've been a great part of Slalom as it's unfurled its own history.
Lucy, we've heard Dave say a few times, and even in this conversation, the objective is not to predict the future, but really rather be ready for the different possible futures that could unfold. How are we thinking about supporting our current employees, our future leaders, and what the future may be for us in the next 2 to 20 months to 100 years from now?
I mean, Amalia, it's a great question. As you're asking the question, I'm reminded of our vision statement, right? To create a world in which each person loves their work and life. And I would say for our leaders and for us, like as we continue to grow, as we expand our reach globally, right, is how can we continue to lead with our values and lead with purpose? And again, deliver amazing work and help our clients solve their problems, but also like, how do we do good in the world, right? So I don't have like a specific answer, but I do love that we continue to lead with values, we lead with purpose, and we embrace responsibility that we have, right? Not just what we do, but how we do it, and then also how we give back to our communities in which we live and serve. And that's a part of our ethos as a company.
If I had to think about all the things that we could do, maybe we are going to invest in more data and analytics folks. Maybe we are going to switch on more women, folks of color. How do we bring in more equity into technology in those moments? So many cool things. What I will tell you is absolute in every case. Folks that are well cared for, that have a support network, that are part of something, and that has love around it. You're never going to go wrong. So I'm always going to bet on love in that moment. I am always going to take that in terms of how can we actually make sure that our folks are cared for, that they're in their right state of mind, that they're in their right best working environments to do their best work and to create their best future. I'm going to bet on that one every single day.
Love conquers all day, right?
I love it.
Thank you so much for joining us for our Future Work video series on flexible work, leadership, the employee experience, and reinventing work for our future. We have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity right now to design our organizations to ensure that we love our work and lives. Thank you so much for joining us.